Yeah,
right?
Matt was doing crypto until that whole thing went to shit.
Right, the crypto thing. Because first it was like stonks.
Stonks?
Stonks.
The fuck is a stonk? Wait, you making a joke?
No, stonks.
Stop saying it like that. It feels like a joke.
A stonk.
Stonk. And you're saying it like... Okay, what's a stonk?
A stonk is a stock.
Saying it very nasally.
Stonk. Well, it's S-T-O-N-K.
Stonk.
How else would you say it?
Stonk.
Stunk.
Okay, what is it?
So it's a stunk.
We're children. So satisfying.
I am finally happy with the white balance.
Okay.
Welcome to another satisfying podcast.
It is satisfying. Like, no joke. I mean, I always feel satisfied at the end when we're done, but I feel satisfied when we first sit down.
Okay.
Like, almost like I just got off. I'm not just saying that. I feel like, yeah.
That's what's up.
Right?
That's what's up. Yes.
Also, I don't want you to be mad at me, but I have another question about a wrestling figure in here.
Okay.
You remember I said that guy looks like Chris Angel?
Yeah. It's not. It's the Undertaker. That's
This
like the most famous.
This guy looks like Kurt Russell.
Here, you could pick him up.
Okay,
Who are we
this?
talking?
Why does he look like?
Are you kidding me?
He looks like Kurt Russell to me. I don't know. They're fucking all sitting here looking at me.
That's Bret the Hitman Hart, the excellence of execution.
Or Kurt Russell back in the day. Who knows?
Well, I mean, I could see now where you say
Okay.
Kurt Russell with the jacket and
Right.
everything, kind of like the Thing. But like,
Okay, sorry.
to not know who that is.
One day you'll take me for the VIP treatment.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart. Hart
I
Foundation.
don't know any of what you're saying.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Speaking another language.
I don't know how we even get along, Nicole.
I don't either, actually.
Your level of ignorance for the things that matter is befuddling. But
Yeah.
welcome. I was as I was enjoying your company, I couldn't help but notice you telling me that, unfortunately for you, your husband has removed your Amex from your Apple Pay.
Well, it's not even that he removed it. I think I misspoke. He just got another Amex without telling me, so that Amex no longer worked on my Apple Pay.
oh, he just.
He
Oh,
changed the card.
I thought that he had he had just deleted it off the app. He literally canceled the card and got a new one.
Yeah, so then I was like, "Oh, this doesn't work anymore, honey." And he was like, "I know, and you're not getting the new one on there." Listen, there's nothing better than like Apple Pay is my the young Nicole in her 20s dream.
Right.
Because already a credit card always to me felt like something that it feels free. It feels like free money. I know it's not. I know that is ludicrous. But it's like Monopoly money. It's like it doesn't feel real. It doesn't hurt so bad.
Yeah. No, it hurts worse. You know why? Because if you don't pay it back, you pay more.
Right.
You don't pay less. It's not free. It's actually more expensive.
Because of interest. Fuck your interest. Whatever.
Yeah, we say so. What interest?
So just make more money. Just make more money.
no,
Hustle.
no, that's true. But then you're paying more instead of free. It's the opposite of free.
I know. I'm just telling you what it feels like. I know that it's not.
You're an emotional truths person.
I am. This is what it feels like. Like back in the day, I never would check a balance. I would just wait until I would use the credit card and not know if it was going to go through, and they would be like, ma'am, this card is declined. Normal people would be super embarrassed. Like, that's like a very embarrassing moment. Like, oh, you got declined.
It's not that far from a rock bottom.
No, I just would be like, oh, that one's declined? Okay, there's no more money on that card. Or, oh, I've overdrawn. Okay, I'm done. It's fine.
So you just keep spending until it's declined?
I never would check the balance. I know that this is crazy. I don't do it really anymore. Really.
Really?
But that's what I used to do. I had to, my boss had to, cut up my cards.
Your
old
boss?
Well, he brought me in because he knew that I was having trouble with money and that I was overspending and I was being irresponsible, which I
Right.
still am.
Yeah.
And he was like, you have to stop the credit cards. Pretend you don't have them. Just cut them up. You don't have them. We're
Right.
going to pay off all of this. And he made me cut them up. It's somewhere on YouTube, me cutting up my credit cards.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But there's no so there is no, I mean, I'm very lucky. I've not had a huge problem with a credit card debt or anything. As a matter of fact, I always thought it was a scam. When you get to college and freshman year, you know what I'm talking about. There's that row of tables.
Yep.
And it's every bank going, good news, responsible 18-year-olds just out of the house for the very first time.
Yeah.
As you put it,
Yep.
free money for everybody.
Free money. Plus, before the free money, my dad, whom I love dearly, did not set a very good example because he was the one who told me to get a credit card in high school because you need a credit card to build credit. So he started me off on a horrible path.
You didn't know, because if you don't pay it, that's what people. If you don't pay it, it makes bad credit.
I'm aware of all
Right?
of this. I just don't care. It's just
You don't.
that's what happened.
Good. I mean, it's a lot of financial stress that if you don't care about it, it takes a load off.
And if you don't care about it, then it doesn't exist.
That's not 100% true.
Yeah, we're okay with money now. I
She
still
luckily made a bunch.
I made an okay amount now.
Yeah.
But yes, I still get in trouble, and I'm still getting Amex cards taken off of my Apple Pay.
So there was never like you were never like, okay, this is the amount that I have to spend. Like you would never, like if I got something.
Why are you so like incredulous of this?
Because it's like real basic math. Like if you get something,
Yeah.
you know if you can afford it or not. Like if you're making 30 grand,
Okay.
right, and you get something that's like a $5,000 item, a $1,000 item.
Just keep making payments until you pay it off. You got it. Whatever. You got it. It's over.
But then you're paying way more than your $1,000.
not way more. That you sound like my husband. Like no, it's not.
I mean, if it's depending on how long you pay it off, even if you're talking about what, like 7%, and it's probably more than that.
It's not real money.
Oh, I forgot.
I don't know why. This is just how I've always
not
felt.
real money.
I know it's absurd. This is just how it is. This is why I'm not in control of the money anymore.
I was raised the opposite way.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't spend what you don't have.
I mean, my dad, all he does, like his full-time job is just staring at numbers now. Like he retired and he just watches his balances, my balances, my sister's he just loves watching balances and every little number. Hey, buddy, you got a deposit in your account for $30 today. Do you know what that is? I'm like,
I don't know.
it's
actually.
$30. I
Who
don't know. I'll
cares?
figure it out. Like, you know.
See, who cares? $30. Whatever.
But that's not going. Well, they'll tell me when I can't use my credit card anymore because it won't work.
And it's funny, I remember like it happening often. It would be like, oh man, this is declined. And they would look at me like, what the fuck? Because I was like, oh, okay. And I'd get another one. Like, thanks for letting me know. Like, that was my notification.
that you have to stop now.
I have to stop that. I need to figure out how to pay that off.
Right.
Or just, I don't know, throw it in the garbage and never pay it off.
And just let the universe do what the universe
Again,
does.
that was a long time ago. I'm a little bit better now.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Did you get to a spot where you had a ton of debt?
Yeah.
You did.
So much.
Yeah.
And I know that you know that most of, I mean, I was going to say most of the United States, but like most of the world has an incredible amount of debt. Not
Dude,
that it's okay.
No, but I did see, and part of it is because there isn't a lot of financial literacy.
Yes, I am completely illiterate.
Right. But I did, and because people do say things like, oh, you're a high school kid.
Right.
You should start spending with this credit card because that way you can build credit.
Build credit.
For what?
Like, I would love to have known what my credit score was back when I was doing that.
You don't even want to know,
6?
right? Yeah. No, I mean, I saw it like, I think it was in the trillions. I was actually listening to the radio this morning, and they said what the sort of national debt was, and I don't mean like how much the country's in debt. I mean like if you take all the debt of the people in the United States, it was absurd.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been part of the problem, never the solution. I mean, it's just who I am.
It's me. Hi.
Hi,
I'm the problem.
It's me.
It's me. Yeah, I mean, I get real uneasy with that.
I know you do because you're
like-
a responsible, mature human being.
Yeah, it like sits in the pit of my stomach, like, I gotta pay that off. I gotta do that. Like they're gonna.
Why?
Right.
What? You'll do it tomorrow,
No, that's a good point.
right?
You always had friends like growing up who you knew they came from the households that were far more comfortable with debt.
Yes.
Because before anybody had cell phones, those would be the houses that would always let the answering machine pick up. Hey, it's Sam. You there? You there? Hey, man, what's up?
Right.
Because always, every single time,
Right.
the answering machine picked
It
up.
was going to be a debt collector.
And if it's a debt collector, you let that sit on the machine.
Yeah, they don't need to talk to you.
Right. But I mean, it's like,
Do you know what I also did? If I did get a debt collection call, I would play dumb. It worked a few times. I'd be like, "Oh my god, but you guys, I never got this notification. This is not my fault. I'm not paying a late fee."
would you put on a bimbo voice?
I mean, was that a bimbo voice I just did? Because that's sort of what I did.
Okay.
So like, no, I just was like, it was more like I was like, "What? Who me?"
Right.
And every once in a while, they'd be like, "Ma'am, we'll give you a one-time waive this fee." And as long as you pay it now, kind of thing. Because sometimes that fee would be even more, like you're saying, even more than what I owe.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy because hey, why do I have access to all this free money?
Right.
It's because it is extremely profitable
Yes.
for these credit card companies to charge you a ton of money to spend your own money. Because you don't spend your own money, you spend their money.
The pretend money.
And they're like, no problem.
But do you understand how it feels, pretend?
Look.
It feels so unreal.
Yeah, no. Because
that's why I do all my Christmas shopping and Hanukkah shopping, and like you do that on a credit card. We'll deal with it later.
we'll deal with it in another time.
I need this now.
Right. No, I usually get like, look, it's Gary Von Erich right here,
Yeah,
right?
Gary. Oh, is he from the movie?
He is. You'll see it. He is the bear.
He's. I was going to say Carmi, but that's who he is in the bear.
Right.
He is Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White plays, but this is like, I think this costs like $55 or something like that.
Unnecessary for you to be spending money on that, but you wanted it, so you used your pretend money.
Thank you for telling me my purchases are unnecessary, miss. Like, hey, let me know if this goes through or not, so I know if I've got anything to spend. But
got great thighs, that dude.
Oh yeah.
Great thighs.
Great thighs, great. And he only had one. He had one of his feet amputated.
Why?
But he never told, because he had a motorcycle accident. But he never told anybody.
He just pretended there was a foot in there.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
And he dealt with like extreme pain. I don't want to spoil the movie for you.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go see the movie together at some point.
We will. But I would look at this, right? And if like I knew that I only had $100,
Right.
I know what I have.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh, look what I just got. I'd go, this is $55.
Now I only have 45 left.
Like, how could I have? I can't have a $55 item if I only have.
But you can. You have
100.
45 left.
But what about eating?
There's 45 left. You can buy something to eat with your 45. And plus, you don't have very expensive food tastes. Be happy.
You're going very specific.
I mean, come on. You work it out. You figure it out. Everybody can figure it out. You can figure it out.
You think that's the fine? By the way, this is not professional financial advice.
I could fix the national debt.
We'll deal with it later.
Got a few bucks left
Right.
here.
That's what Biden should say.
Yeah.
We're going to deal with it all later.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it
Don't
right now.
Don't worry, baby. You got this.
Hey, good news. We're sending everybody new credit cards. Whole new card.
Whole new fresh batch of fake money, baby.
Right. And they go, you mean you're fixing the interest? You're fixing the... No, you'll get a new card in the mail.
New credit line.
Because that's what it was for you.
Spend until it gets declined.
And then use a different card.
Use a different card. Figure out how long the way. Well, I'm using that card, how to pay the other one.
Oh,
whatever.
And I hate interest too. It drives me crazy. The idea of paying... I don't mind buying things where you get something, but the idea of paying for something that is like, I mean, we're not getting anything.
Also, what about like my Amazon card? Like I get points. I've gotten many free things. Like because I have points, so I can, when I go to make the purchase, I can pay with the points because I spend so much money.
First of all, the amount of money that you have to spend to get anything for free is like, it's not a good deal.
I mean, I like it.
And this drives actually my wife crazy. You want to take a guess how many Dunkin' Donuts points I have right now?
Are you big?
Ooh, it's
big
free
donut. Free donut day?
A free donut day. I just got the notification. That's great. Let me dismiss that real quick.
How many points do you have?
Basically, they have a thermometer chart, you know?
Oh, cool.
And
That's fun.
It tells you when you get up to 900 points.
And what happens when you get to 900?
That's when you can search. You could choose rewards less than 900, but that's 900 is as far as the bar goes. And then you choose. You want a free cup of coffee? You want a free donut?
That's great. You get free stuff because you spend so much money. It's awesome. Girl math.
I filled up the bar.
Oh my gosh, so now let's go. You should have taken me to Dunkin' Donuts before we started recording.
So the bar fills up at 900 points.
Okay.
13,700 Dunkin' Donuts points.
Wow, you really love your Dunkin'.
I'm crushing it. And I never use the points.
Well, let's do it. Can we use them next time?
Yeah,
I want
points.
I love it.
It's free.
Freedom.
I never use Amex points.
Okay.
I don't use frequent flyer miles.
Sucks for you, man.
But you know what they do?
What?
Accumulate.
Okay, so you're going to use them eventually. Don't be so proud you haven't used them
I love accumulation.
Yeah.
Jess doesn't like it.
Right.
She
Well,
doesn't-
because she wants you to use them. She's
She
like
doesn't
me.
think I'll ever use them. She
Well, you
thinks I'll
probably
just
won't.
accumulate.
You're going to use them
accumulate
when you
and
die?
accumulate.
Use
I'm going to
them
get
now.
buried with my points.
You would. You're that kind of person who would never, who saves and saves and saves and never enjoys the fruits of your labor.
Oh, really? This doesn't look like I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor? Okay. Do you have a Von Erich on your desk?
No. And I certainly don't have a Kurt Russell doll either.
That's, first of all, it's not Kurt Russell, and it's not a doll.
Oh, sorry. Action figure?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Don't
What's his
say
name
it so
again?
quizzically. His name is Brett the Hitman Hart. He's the excellence of execution, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Will be. Okay.
So have you been following? So did you get into any? Like, do you like investing at all? Like,
No.
because that was a big thing during the pandemic, right? It was like people started day trading.
Yeah,
right?
Matt was doing crypto until that whole thing went to shit.
Right, the crypto thing. Because first it was like stonks.
Stonks?
Stonks.
The fuck is a stonk? Wait, is this you making a joke?
No, stonks.
Stop saying it like that. It feels like a joke.
A stonk.
Stonk. And you're saying it like... Okay, what's a stonk?
A stonk is a stock.
Saying it very nasally.
Stonk. Well, it's S-T-O-N-K.
Stonk.
How else would you say it?
Stonk.
Stunk.
Okay, what is it?
So it's a stunk.
We're children. What is it?
A stonk is like, it's a stock, but it's one that they talk about on Reddit.
Oh,
Right.
Got it.
So like Reddit gets in like, and they're like, no, we're gonna, and that was a big thing during the pandemic, right? That like, I think it was AMC.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was GameStop that went through the
Yes,
roof.
yes.
Because people were shorting it.
Yes, I remember this.
And they were like, we're not going to let these guys purposely drag this stock down so they make money.
Stonk.
Let's turn it into a stonk
Right.
and go to the moon, baby.
Yeah.
And they sent it to the moon. And then, I mean, it's GameStop. Who goes to GameStop anymore?
I mean, you don't need to. You've got Amazon. Buy it on Amazon, get some points.
You can just download it on PlayStation, but sure, Amazon points.
That's also an option.
What are you doing for your Amazon points, though?
Yeah.
But crypto was a huge thing.
And then-
I got into a little Bitcoin
Okay.
back then. I sold it. You know.
Before it went to shit?
As it was going to shit. It's gone back up.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
I thought it was like Dunyons forever.
Everything else is Dunyons forever.
Okay.
Right? All the other coins. But Bitcoin is starting to creep back up and actually
Interesting.
do something. But I'm not getting back in. I'm not interested.
No.
I can't. I
It's
can't
too
do it.
scary.
Too scary.
Risky.
Risky.
You're not a risk taker.
I'm risk averse.
Yeah.
Unless it's I like a calculated risk.
Right. Well, it's not really a risk.
Calculated risks are things.
The calculated risk is almost dumb. It's like an oxymoron.
No, it's not dumb.
Fucking dumb.
No, it isn't dumb. It's
not-
You know what's dumb? You. Okay?
Stonks are dumb.
No, calculated risks are like, like you might see it as a risk, but I've done all this stuff.
Right, the
research. But this guy right here, this is the
Who
king
the
of crypto.
heck is that? What a nerd. What? Has he even had sex before?
Yes, he has.
How do you know?
Because I know who he had sex with.
Who? Oh, no. She's had sex?
Yes, I know.
With him?
With him.
What is on
You never seen this guy before?
ever in my life? Are you mad? Why are you laughing at me? You always are making fun. I should know who this person is.
100%.
No one should know who this person is. He should be invisible. He should be put behind a curtain because that's the nerdiest, worst hair I've ever seen. And his girlfriend, his little fuck buddy, she's even nerdier. I'm sure they're lovely people.
No, he's not a lovely person.
Oh, they're not lovely.
She's not lovely either, but she sold him out.
What's happening? Who is he?
This is Sam Bankman Fried.
Okay.
Never heard of that. SBF?
I
Nothing.
should know who he is.
100%. It was a huge story.
But like, am I like everyone gonna make fun of me when they see this and see that I don't know who he is?
I would never let that happen.
Yeah, right. Okay, why does he have like a special little like?
I just love that I put up a picture of this guy that's literally been everywhere, and you're like, what is that?
Why is he wearing a Britney Spears headpiece? I don't understand. What is that hair? What is that chin? What is that? Okay, what did he do? What?
So, Sam Bankman Fried.
Okay. Also, why does he need to do like the whole?
That's his name, SBF.
Okay.
He was actually like, this is another. Forbes has this amazing track record of putting like the worst people in the world on the cover of their magazine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah.
She had a show on Hulu where Amanda Seyfried played her.
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah,
story.
no, I know that one.
Right.
That one was crazy.
Unbelievable. Love that story.
Yes.
But
And she was great. She won an Oscar for it, didn't she?
or an Emmy or
Oh yeah, because was it
the
a
TV, I guess.
She
Whatever it
won
was.
an
She was
award.
awesome.
Yes,
She was awesome.
yeah.
She was fantastic on it. But she was on the cover of Forbes. Like, Forbes is real not great at figuring out who's running a scam. They're just like, you're making money? Want to get on a cover? And they put him on the cover. So they put Sam Bankman Fried on the cover of Forbes. So Sam Bankman Fried was a crypto.
All I can think about is the sound he makes when he comes, and it's like this. I'm sorry. That's all I can see. I can't even hear the words coming out of your mouth. So, don't be mad at me. And she's like, I don't even know. I can't even think of her sound.
She's been accused of resembling Chip Chipperson.
I mean, they're not wrong. Okay, I'm sorry.
So whatever.
Sorry.
He had this. He was a crypto investor and trader as well. Like he started making his money through, I believe, he has two separate companies, right? One of them is a crypto exchange where he's also selling his own coin that's associated with that exchange. The other one is a crypto trading company. He made a ton of money realizing that he could trade Bitcoin across different countries.
Yeah.
And the exchange rate would fluctuate, you know, kind of minute to minute, hour to hour.
Right.
So you could actually
It's probably hard to follow a little bit.
buy a bunch in the US,
Yeah.
sell it in this country immediately.
Right.
And because the exchange rate was what it was,
Yeah.
you take this profit. And so you just keep
So he's
moving
smart.
like this. He's a smart guy.
Okay.
But so he starts this this other company,
Hideous.
right?
Yeah.
Where he's got his where he's trading crypto and he's got his own coin and people are buying crypto through him. So the problem was that instead of using the people's money to buy crypto, he was using their money to put it into his company Alameda.
So like a little bit of a Ponzi scheme.
100% a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
This here
Okay.
is the sexy Bernie Madoff of crypto.
I don't know about that. I think I would definitely fuck Bernie Madoff before him. I would.
On the record.
On the record.
Bernie Madoff sexier than Sam Bankman Fried.
Yes. I mean, neither of them are sexy, but if I have to choose, I am fucking Bernie Madoff. This is vile.
He's only 31.
I don't
Bernie
care.
Madoff's way older.
And he's got more experience. Maybe he could do something cool, like a little trick in the bedroom. Not this one. Not this motherfucker.
You don't think he knows the tricks?
No. No.
Oh. So, I mean, look, he says he's innocent.
So he's on trial right now?
He was found guilty.
Okay. So I really missed it.
You missed the whole thing.
Okay.
There were courtroom sketches. There was a whole thing. He says he's innocent, so that's good for him. But the court said he's clearly not innocent, actually very guilty.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been sentenced yet. But my man here is looking at 150 years in jail. I mean, we're talking millions and millions and millions of dollars. And he took all this money, and not only was he like using it to fund Alameda and trade crypto that way, but it was also like he was buying like a mansion in like where Jamaica or one of the islands.
Did he buy
Bahamas,
his troll girlfriend a ring or some jewelry or a new face?
No, clearly she has the same face.
Okay. Did she go to jail? Is she in trouble?
No, because she made a deal.
She's a bad person too, right?
Well, she was part of the company.
Okay, so she knew it was up.
100% she was in on it. She was part of the company, but then she turned states.
I don't know what that means.
State's witness. Like she turned on him and testified against him.
Well, you know, she had to save herself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she did. So she took some kind of plea deal. I don't know what her...
Smart.
I don't know. Maybe she's going to jail for some time, or maybe she's not going to jail, or maybe she's got to pay fines or restitution. I don't know. Apparently, this Sam Bankman Fried, though, while he was on the stand, he said... Are you disgusted by his actions and the way he ripped people off? Or just
zero. Couldn't. I mean, it's an interesting story. There's a lot of scumbags in the world. I cannot get him off of the screen.
So it's not a morality thing that disgusts you. It's the physical.
No. I mean, it's shitty what he did, but what he looks
regardless.
like.
What is it that what is this look?
I
that you don't
know. I am so disappointed. And then they would give him.
You don't even know this person existed. Are you just disappointed that this exists?
Yeah. Yeah, that this human form exists and that they would dare put him in a Britney Spears type headpiece, like microphone. You
think those should be reserved for the beautifuls?
Yeah.
Right, not the uggos.
You're not a beautiful.
Right. Well, I think this is him giving probably some kind of financial advice.
Good for him. You could have at least done your hair or shaved it off. Worn a suit. Maybe a button down. He's got moobies. He's got man boobs. I'm not trying to. this is coming across as very, very mean.
No.
But like, he's a bad guy, so who gives a shit?
That's a good point.
Right?
That's a good point.
He hurt a lot of people.
So
I'm gonna hurt him. Lied.
He
took
says
their
he didn't.
money.
He says he did.
Well, he did. We know.
Okay. Well, the courts think he did.
Yeah. So I'm with the courts.
Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say he did. No, I think he was trying to go for that sort of. And Zuckerberg kind of ruined this for a lot of people. Although
Yeah.
Zuckerberg is in like, have you seen the body on this guy now?
I mean, well, it's pretty crazy. He still does nothing for me, but yes, it is crazy. But he's prepping.
But what about neck to waist?
Neck to waist looks okay.
He's got a good body.
He put a little paper bag over his head. It might be okay.
You don't like Mark Zuckerberg?
No.
You don't like the face of a tech entrepreneur.
Yeah, no, there are some handsome ones.
What's a handsome tech guy?
Isn't Miranda Kerr the Twitter guy, the original Twitter guy?
Jack?
Jack's hot, right? He's married to a model.
He had that big beard and everything?
Hmm.
Maybe not Jack.
Who's married to Miranda Kerr? I don't have my phone.
That's right.
You got to look it up.
Miranda Kerr?
He's very handsome, the guy that's married to Miranda Kerr.
And he's a tech entrepreneur?
Sure, entrepreneur. Yeah, and I think they're celebrating an anniversary actually like this week.
So you know that when Miranda Kerr's anniversary is?
She's a Victoria's Secret model.
But you never heard of Sam Bankman Fried?
I saw it like on my TikTok or my Instagram.
Oh, I know this Miranda Kerr.
But don't look up her. Just look up her husband.
Right, co-founder and CEO of Snap.
He was handsome. He is handsome compared to this mongoloid.
Oh, Snapchat.
Snapchat. My bad.
He started Snapchat.
That's the only one that I'm like, he's all right. I feel like this is reminding me of something that happened. I mean, over the weekend, last weekend, there was a very large football game. It was in Germany. Did you watch the Chiefs against the Dolphins?
Yeah.
So we wake up. Obviously, Matt's a Dolphins fan. We have some friends who are Chiefs fans. We're going to go to the bar at 9:30, obviously.
Right.
Because it's in Germany and we have to do that.
I caught up on it. I'm not going to wake up at 9:30. I'm not. This is my first season.
Right.
It's a regular season game.
So speaking of money and maybe not doing the right things with it, I hear Matt from the kitchen go, yo, Keegan, you want to do a something parlay for $5? We'll turn it real quick into 45 to my 7-year-old. And Keegan goes, yeah, goes and gets his tooth fairy money, gives him the 5. And I walk in, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You not. So he's wants to gamble with him. So I feel like this is setting up. I don't want my kid ending up like that, mongoloid, making bad decisions. I feel like this is setting the scene.
Do you think there's a possibility where if your son starts picking up on gambling and scamming people financially, that physically
He'll
could
turn
end
into
up,
that.
Yeah.
And I cannot, I'll disown him.
You would disown him?
Yeah.
Based on the scamming or the
look.
physical?
The physical. Okay. No, but like it's weird. So I've talked about it with a bunch of people. Most people thought it was crazy. And for Matt, was being crazy.
Right.
I talked to Rich from my other podcast from Have Kids They Said.
Yeah.
He was like, this is how I started. Like
Rich is jealous of how you talk to me, huh?
He is very jealous.
I'd be too if I were him.
Well, he feels like I say all the same things, like I'm using the same lines, but I don't.
I see your face though when you say it to him, when you say it to me. I'd be jealous. If I were
It
him.
feels realer when I say it to you.
I mean,
It feels like genuine. Feels sensual.
I'll leave that up to everybody else.
Okay.
Pretty obvious though.
But he said he started to really like bond with his dad over gambling at an early age, and they still do bond over that, even when it was illegal and now it's legal. So who gives a shit? And Keegan's very good at math, so this is fostering his math skills.
This is not terribly dissimilar from telling a child they should get a credit card because it would improve their credit score.
Yeah.
Don't you want to buy a house? Then you better start spending on this credit card now. Yeah, no, I think, there's some gambling success stories, but also you and your husband, both of you, are like historically messes. You've come out the other end, and you're two of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah.
But like
We are messes.
total messes who can't handle stuff.
Dumpster fires.
Right.
Yeah.
So the idea that somehow you would bear children that could handle things better is asinine. Like, why would you think that?
I don't know. I feel like Parker can. I feel like she's okay.
She's like the blonde in the Addams Family.
Yeah.
Where it's like they all think she's the weird one.
Yeah. But she knows actually what is the right thing, moral thing.
Look, your son Keegan is a wonder boy. I love him.
Yeah.
But I would not be like, oh, this is probably somebody who's going to handle, we should get him gambling early.
Like you would never let an arranged marriage happen between him and your daughter, per se.
No.
Why not?
No, we'll just be friends.
Okay, just
we'll
friends?
just do friends.
Well, we could be in-laws. How fun would that be?
Yeah, no, it'd be fun, but we'll just do friends.
Just do the friend
We'll
thing?
do how about this? My son and Parker. That I would do.
You would.
That I do.
He's a wild man.
My son?
Yeah.
He's a little wild, but Parker needs that.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she needs a little bit of that in her
because she
life.
wants to feel that like sort of
Right.
unpredictability that she had at home
Right.
without it actually being her.
Right.
See?
I don't know. I feel like my kids are good and they like that we have a crazy household.
No, they
like
do.
that there's not, like we talk about boundaries sometimes. Like they like that we don't have like a ton of boundaries.
But How old is Keegan?
7.
7's.
Too old to gamble?
I mean, look, I'm thinking about it. Too old to gamble. I'm thinking about it, and like, so my mom has this like underlying, like, to me, there's 2 ways to figure out that somebody has something going on.
Okay.
One is they destroy their lives, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would say when you're just spending credit cards
I'm
until
attempting to destroy my
there's
life.
something going on there.
Totally.
The other thing is when you just see that shift in personality. Like, maybe they still can maintain their life.
Yeah.
But like when somebody drinks, for example, and they turn into a different person and it's a negative person.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you might still be able to have a job. You might still have your family,
Right.
but this is a problem.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Not to that degree of negativity.
Yeah.
But when my mom plays cards,
Oh, yeah?
she changes.
Does
right?
she?
And
Does she have a gambling problem?
it's not a problem because she wins.
Okay.
Right? So like we would go on
mama.
we would go on family reunions every year to Kentucky.
Okay.
And my dad's family would all get together and we'd stay in this hotel and everybody would get together. And at night, and basically it's this little ranch hotel. It was the best. We had a big family.
White as fuck is
Yeah. Yes. Took the whole hotel over. Like it was like the Roberts Hotel.
Yeah.
It was the funnest thing
I
ever.
bet.
Yeah.
Core memories there.
Core memories. The whole deal though was the kids would go to sleep, and then after like 10 o'clock, after the kids went to bed, the adults would go into like the sort of terrace green room area, and they would play cards every night.
You're gonna say they had an orgy. But...
I don't think they had an orgy because it wasn't a Ryan Salpeter
right kind of spot. Right.
It wasn't a Biggins reunion. It was a Roberts reunion.
Different.
We're a little more sensible people.
Yeah.
You see, but my mom's not a Roberts.
Oh yeah.
That's my dad's side of the family.
Right.
So my mom would come, and like the next morning, the whole family would be complaining that she took all their money.
Wow, so she's like a pro.
She took all their money every single time. And my dad's brother, my Uncle Ken, he would come to the table, and this poor guy, his wife, my Aunt Sandy, would give him a plastic bag of money in it.
Why a plastic bag?
Because she said that's all the money you can use, because she would complain that he lost it.
He'd be like running to the ATM.
She's like, that was the grocery money. You lost it. You're not, like, she had so little faith that Ken was going to win.
Use a credit card. It's not real.
Right. Just keep dipping it in the machine. Cash comes out.
Or an ATM card. Yeah.
So he would sit down at the table and he'd go, all right, well, just so we all know, if we all play nice, we can all win a little. And my mom would be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, pal.
Sure, we'll do that. She'd take everyone's cash.
That's pretty badass.
Right. And so I hadn't thought about this for a long time because we haven't been back to Kentucky forever. And then I went over to my house the other day, and my mom was teaching the kids how to play Go Fish.
Oh, dear.
And like...
starting them early?
Bro. She was going like, no, you wouldn't ask for a 2 there. You wouldn't ask for a 2.
Wrong move.
Yeah.
Like she was at the craps table.
I mean, it was like if Bill Belichick was coaching, like Pee Wee football.
Were you like, Ma?
I was like, I want to see where this goes.
Oh, of course. Okay.
I want to see. And it was fine. And a little discipline is a fine thing. But I did, in my mind, I was like, I got to watch this.
Yeah.
Because if they get too interested in cards. Now, I don't think they gamble when they play Go Fish.
I mean, you don't know what your mom's up to.
I don't know what my mom's up to.
Seriously. So, like, maybe I could.
But, I feel like if I were. Because I was always money-oriented as a kid. I always had little businesses. I was always trying to sell shit. Always.
Hustling at an early age.
Always try. I had a wrestling VHS tape business when I was...
For real?
100%.
Why don't I know this?
Yeah, I had tons of businesses, in high school.
That's very sexy, Sam.
You think so?
I do, yeah.
Are you sexually attracted to me as a high schooler?
I don't know about that.
Kind of?
No,
you know who
I
else had a lot of businesses?
Who?
This man.
Nope, not sexy at all.
Did I just kill it?
I just don't delete
Okay,
that
sorry.
slide. I don't
Sorry.
want to look at it anymore.
Yeah, no, I had so I set up my own
Wow.
wrestling tape business where I'd make copies of tapes, sell them online.
That's very cool.
I would I was selling candy all the time in school, just slanging.
Love.
But if you had told me when I was 7, 8, 9, 10 that there was money to be made watching sports,
you would have been like,
it would have been a problem. I would have been one of those
You think
kids,
so?
100%. I would have been like a professional gambler at 15.
So do you think that, like, what if I had said, no, I don't want him to give you the money, but he can help you make the decision for the bet, but you're not having him? Because I feel like the second he goes, give me $5, Keegan, that's the issue. Because then it's like, otherwise it's just like a game. Like it's just kind of like fun if he's just like helping dad place his bet. Is that still bad news, do you think?
Yeah, because it's a serious bet for dad.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, now
Okay.
you're roping me into
Okay.
something. It's almost like maybe if you did it with marbles or something dumb.
Lame. Come on, dude.
No, but if you did it with like,
I used to have a sick marble collection, by the way.
I'm sure.
Oh.
The best?
Oh my God, there were so many. I have no idea where my mom did like put them.
Did you ever know how to play marbles, or did you just collect them?
No, we just collected them. I had so many marbles.
Yeah.
Loved them. I have
Yeah.
no idea where they went.
So you're saying you lost your marbles?
Lost my marbles a long time ago, baby.
So, that's maybe if you keep it in the house. I think the problem could be.
How about I just stick with my gut reaction, which was no, we're not doing this, Matt.
That's the way to go.
Aren't you proud of me?
No,
I expected you to say, Nicole, that's the right move.
That is the right move. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but
we're not doing this.
yeah, because he ends up going to his friend's house. Now he's gambling with his friends. Yeah. You know, the parents are like, what is he doing over here?
Well, yeah, he had a sleepover the other day.
Did he gamble?
No, he didn't gamble, but we picked him up, and he was like, the mom was like, they're listening to Juice World or something, who's dead. And then Matt was like,
Rest in peace, by the way.
Rest in peace. I
to
do
Juice World.
love Juice World. He's an amazing, amazing
Rest in
artist.
peace.
But he's no longer with us. And then the other kid.
Also not appropriate for a 7-year-old,
No,
6-year-old.
no,
Yeah.
but I mean, no boundaries in my house.
No
so
boundaries.
We said, what are you doing? And the kid came out and he goes, well, he's not alive anymore. He died because he took too many drugs. They're like 6 and 7.
Yeah.
The mom was like, your kid's never coming to sleep over. So
Don't worry, he's not alive anymore from drugs.
He's not alive anymore from drugs. I don't know why. I don't even know why my kid knows.
Right.
Maybe I told him. I don't.
It's possible.
I mean,
Maybe he was in a 411 or something. Doesn't sound 100% 411-ish, but
I'm the worst.
I don't think so.
Okay, thanks.
Actually, I think you're one of the greats.
I'm one of the greats.
I do think you might be one of the greatest.
Okay, good.
One of the greatest. Hey, speaking of competitions,
Yeah.
I'm very interested because to me, this seemed like absurd, but maybe I'm not the core audience.
Okay.
When People Magazine comes out,
Oh my God.
and first of all, it's literally the only thing left for People Magazine is Sexiest Man.
Yeah.
That's all they've got left.
There's nothing else you go to People for.
The whole business is based around who's the sexiest man. Kind of like Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
The whole business is
Just that swimsuit issue.
swimsuit issue.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know if this is like some kind of kamikaze mission. I don't know if they've just decided it's time to like, they're done, but they need to be sent out of business instead of just packing it up, because they come out with the cover of this magazine and they go, hey guys, good news. Patrick Dempsey is the sexiest man of the year.
Who, by the way, was not killed off of, but he left Grey's Anatomy. I don't know if he was killed. I never watched.
Well, like, what year?
But jillion years ago, it feels like.
Sexiest man of this year?
No, he's
Isn't
not.
that like McDreamy?
No, it's so over. He is the most uncurrent, sexiest man alive ever. I could think
Patrick Dempsey.
of what, and then I also heard that
ahead.
this is just like getting the sexiest man or sexiest. Do they just sexiest woman alive too?
I have no idea.
Can't even remember. That just the way that they do that is just like the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You can nominate yourself. You submit yourself. I didn't know that.
Bro, I saw this and I was like, there's no way that there is not a heavily paid for, and you know I'm always looking for a work.
Yeah.
There is not a heavily paid for campaign to try to get some press for this Patrick Dempsey. I don't know. Well, didn't he do a movie where he played like a real life Prince Charming or something like that?
Yeah, and listen, he's very handsome.
Years ago.
Aging beautifully. We're dunions with you.
He's
We're
kept
dunions.
himself in shape. Fine.
Yeah.
But like, you can't give Sexiest Man as a lifetime achievement. Like Scorsese got the award for Best Director way after he should have. And it was like, yeah, Departed was good, but this is really for your whole career.
Right.
There's too many sexy dudes, if you ask me,
I mean,
to not be
did
given
they even
him
call you?
I'm glad you asked. I didn't get one call. Do you believe that?
No, but there's so many people like on
And
television.
I know people that work for People Magazine. They've got my number.
Still no call.
No call.
What the fuck? No, I just.
I
feel
would have put this guy as the sexiest man of the year.
Get him off the screen.
Sorry.
I just feel like there's so many people on television, in movies, like in life, in pop culture that were in front of him.
I mean,
I'm disgusted.
it's not the most original take in the world. But the
But-
fact that it needs to be said.
Okay.
We're living in a world with Pedro Pascal.
Why are you saying Pascal?
That's his name.
No, it's not. I'm not doing this with you again.
Pedro Pascal.
It's Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Okay, there you go. Say it right.
We're living in a world with Pedro Pascal.
Love that. Listen to that.
Pedro Pascal. And you're just saying his name.
Oh,
Do you feel? Because you know why? Because when I say Pedro Pascal.
I'm squeezing my legs together.
Right. And it's because you're thinking of him.
Yeah. He's the zaddy, right? He's everybody's
He's the caffeine
zaddy.
zaddy.
Yeah.
To live in a world.
Yeah. And he's very current.
Are you kidding me? All he does is make hit shows.
Yeah.
He's over here going like, hey, what do you like, Last of Us? Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
What do you like, Star Wars? I'll do that.
I'm in.
Hey, you know, who's going to sit there? Oh, Bad Bunny is going to be hosting SNL.
I'm gonna
What if I
come.
do a hilarious
Oh.
sketch for you?
Yeah.
And also just wear a blazer with no shirt on, but it's okay because I'm Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. What is that? Is it something against the Hispanics?
What?
This is mess up. That they didn't even think of him.
I think there could be that.
Well, we don't know what the brainstorming.
Well, they did
looked
think
like.
of him because he's like listed as also some sexy people.
Yeah.
And you can't, like, if I'm Patrick Dempsey,
Yeah.
as much as I want that cover, the last thing that you want in the world is to be on a list and the people under you has everybody going, these are all more sexy people.
Yeah, and the last thing that you want is this conversation to be
What
happening.
about this? This is the year Josh Hartnett came back.
I mean, he's hot, but I don't think he's...
Hotnet is what they call him, okay?
No, I mean...
Josh Hartnett. Did you see
He is hot.
the Oppenheimer?
No, I didn't. I was watching
Too
Barbie.
long.
Sorry.
Too long for
Too
you.
long.
Too long
I don't
for
care
you.
about the atom bomb.
You don't care about the atomic bomb.
Okay, so you want to know something interesting? It's not that I don't care. It's like that I don't, like, I know it's part of history. It's not something I need to go see a movie about. I mean,
It's literally a man
I know.
created a weapon that allowed us to eliminate our entire species.
You know, I wanted to go see why Ken was Knuff. And so I didn't see Oppenheimer. I'm sorry.
Was he enough?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
Yeah. Ryan Gosling?
hello.
The fuck?
Hello.
He's like one of my number ones.
You love him.
I
Could have worn those yellow rollerblades.
Oh my God, all the things.
Hello?
His body's sick, man. Yeah, also, like, you don't want, as Patrick Dempsey, to have people being like questioning. You want everyone to be like, yeah, like, hell yeah.
Boom.
And now I feel like people are like, what the hell? And in it, he said, I was always the bridesmaid, like never the bride. Like, he was always on the list inside the magazine, but never on the cover. There's a reason, McDreamy.
Right. You're sexy, but not that sexy.
Correct.
Right. I'm just saying you're a hideous beast.
No, you're a great looking guy. You're very
There's
charming.
a lot of men every year.
Yeah.
A lot of men.
Yes. I felt like this often. I feel like
When they make the announcement?
yeah, like I'm just like,
What's one that really bugged you? Blake Shelton?
Yeah. Speaking of The Voice, I didn't love Adam Levine on there.
Everybody thinks Adam Levine's so... I mean...
He's handsome,
Right.
but he's got California tattooed on his
He's a
stomach.
fake bad boy. You don't like fake bad boys. You
I like a real bad
You like
boy.
a real bad boy, and you can sniff them out when they're phony baloney.
Yeah, I also was bitter that he didn't like slip into my DMs and he was slipping into all those other bitches'
Gotcha.
DMs during that scandal.
Wait, if Adam Levine had slipped into your DMs,
Oh yeah,
would you have like clearly seen that this man is an idiot? Like he can't speak. His game
These DMs
is
were
so bad.
Yeah.
Except I do feel like you would have in the moment ignored it and been like,
no, I would have gone and slept with him,
right,
and I would tell Matt that I would sleep with him,
right.
and that because we have this conversation often. Like he'll be like, "Yo, if Halsey said, yeah, I want to like bang you," I'm like, "You could absolutely do that," and I'd be fine.
Well, yeah,
with that.
you can give permission.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen.
Right, but no, like I'm saying, I really would do it, and I would not feel bad about it.
But it's so much more likely for that to happen. It's not a fair. Like, does your husband realize
right,
there is no world
right,
where Halsey is hitting him up,
Yeah.
going, "I just did your wife's radio show, and I
Yeah.
saw a picture of you.
You're looking
and
like Travis Kelce,
right?"
Right.
And he doesn't even like. He thinks he looks like Travis.
No,
Kelce.
everybody's telling me that.
The fuck out of here. Yeah, no. But there is a world.
Yeah, where Adam Levine. I've been in his hotel room. I did an interview in his hotel room once.
I'm surprised you got out of there.
Me too. I was nervous, no joke. And this was like I feel like before Me Too-ish stuff. What years were Me Too happening?
Pretty late in the game.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't nervous.
Because you were down for whatever.
I was like, if he wants it,
He's got it.
I'll spread them.
You should have told him. I'll spread them for you.
Spread 'em.
Hey, if you'd like, I can.
Not them.
Right.
Spread them.
Spread them. Mm-hmm. You're so sexy when
I
you
know.
talk like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Yeah.
It really is something to behold. And I feel like,
Yeah.
I feel like if, whatever, Pedro Pascal was on the cover.
Just keep speaking in that accent.
Nobody would get upset.
No,
right?
we'd be like, yes.
If Ryan Gosling was on the cover, you go like, yeah, I mean, it's, of course, whatever.
Right.
He was Ken this year.
And you'd be like, of course, that makes sense.
If Josh Hartnett was on the cover.
Stop calling him that.
Why?
Who said that? I don't even remember hearing that.
That's a thing.
Okay.
It's a big time thing.
Okay, Josh Hartnett.
Check the 411.
It's trending now. We don't call it the 411
Oh,
anymore.
I'm sorry.
So it's trending.
Once you brand something for me,
I know.
your biggins,
I do
then
the
you do the
411,
411,
yeah.
and that's it.
That's it.
I think people would have been like, oh, hell yeah. Like, there would have been this nostalgia.
Yeah.
Right? Because we would have all remembered the old, and now he's like grown into as an adult man. But this Patrick Dempsey.
I feel like this is sort of like this is a symptom of something that's happening like around the world. Like, right? Like we have people like at our company, like old men, older people, not only men, women too, making decisions at a company that's supposed to be, I would think, skewing young. I feel like there's probably corporate VPs, suits at People magazine helping make this decision when we should be looking at the younger audience.
Because when you get older, you don't realize how much time has passed.
Yeah.
So like you don't realize that you weren't just watching Grey's Anatomy last year.
Yeah, McDreamy is a long
time ago.
Yeah.
Except you're older now, so these years are just
flying by.
Yeah, these days go by.
Correct.
It's the bigger love of the family.
Yes.
Right. So so you're sitting there thinking this is still a thing.
It's not a thing.
And it's not a thing.
Poor Patrick Dempsey. I feel like he's robbed now. Cause
you thought this was a legitimate contest though. Like you are a little dismayed.
Yeah.
That this is not.
I couldn't believe that you could just like have your people either help buy it.
Like you're going voter fraud on this.
Kind of.
Like election fraud, sexiest man.
I also didn't know this about like the Grammys and stuff that you say like I want to be nominated for this.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know this.
I mean, and maybe that's because we don't live in Los Angeles, but like the Grammys, the Oscars, like the For Your Consideration. I mean, there's literally a movie called For Your Consideration.
I've never seen it.
Shocker.
Yeah.
It's a Christopher Guest. It's a mockumentary. It's hilarious. These people are making a movie called Home for Purim. Or Purim.
I was gonna say Punim is like
Punim
Yiddish
is a face.
for like your face.
Yeah,
oh,
Purim.
look at you knowing the Yiddish.
Come on. I'm an educated person.
Yes, Purim.
Purim. Home for Purim.
It's like the Jewish Halloween.
Right. And so the concept is already so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like who would make a movie called Home for Purim?
Yeah.
But then they start to get Oscar buzz.
Okay.
And you just you just watch. It's just a look at what happens in the industry when just the dumbest like, oh, I don't know, there could be Oscar buzz on this, and the whole thing changes, and everybody just turns themselves inside out to try to get this Oscar attention.
Do we think the Taste the Biscuit people were ever considered for anything? It's hard to say.
Hard to say. I know they were considered for a while as people who may be tasting the biscuit, and I think they did taste the biscuit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the Grammys, or I guess it could have been the Oscars.
Like what would it have been?
I don't. Probably Best Song Oscar. You know, like Eminem won an Oscar for "Lose Yourself."
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Right, because it's in a movie.
Another thing that's been playing for the kids, and they just.
Well, that's a song of inspiration.
Well, that one is, but the other ones should not.
Oh, he just plays Eminem songs.
Yeah.
Probably first 3 albums mainly.
Just really. Yeah. No, he loves all the albums.
Okay.
Huge Eminem fan. But that should not be for their ears.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Eminem used to say things that like you go back now and you're like, oh my God, this was just a thing?
How were you allowed to say this? It's unreal.
You would just say this stuff?
And everyone just like laughed or like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you'd like literally make poster boards outside TRL and be like, yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah, weird. And he would hang out with Bizarre.
Yes.
D12.
Oh my God. Look at how that all just came full circle.
So, I think, that people campaign for the Oscars every year.
It ruins it. I feel like it should be for the people. Like I know there's like the People's Choice Awards, but I feel like sexiest man alive or the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
You think it should be votes?
Yeah.
Well, the Hollywood Walk of Fame isn't even a thing. You just buy it.
I know. I don't like that. It should be like it's not an honor.
You just found that out about the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Like maybe like a few months ago. Like if
we could probably get a star for the show.
Let's do it.
I think it's like, well, you have to be approved.
Right.
But most people get approved.
But then it feels fake.
You have to get you have to get a couple people to nominate you, but you get your buddies to do it. And then you pay like, I think $25,000 or something like that.
Chump change.
We got that.
I mean, after Keegan's bet this past weekend.
Yeah. Let's see if he gets that parlay.
I don't know. I just feel like it takes away from the thing, it being an honor or it being like, you just won this sexiest
The
man
integrity of sexiest man.
It's not. You're not.
Right.
No one voted. No one had any say.
Yeah.
I didn't have a say. I don't agree with that.
Did you think that sexiest man was up to a vote, or did you think a committee, or what?
I felt like there was, either a vote or there was a larger committee. It wasn't like.
So did you ever show up on like the Tuesday that you vote and go like, okay, congressman, councilwoman, got it. Excuse me. Where do we cast our ballot for sexiest man? Because I'm a little worried that the wrong man is going to win.
Yeah.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't do that.
All right.
But I would have thought that there would have been like a large group of people sitting and like making a huge list, and that Patrick Dempsey would be nowhere on that list.
No, he wouldn't even make the list.
Not on the list.
Right. Because
He
you go
doesn't
like
belong
this.
there.
No, we're only doing famous people. Right? No, this year
Yes.
we're only doing no, we'll do another thing for like people who like used to be famous. or,
Yeah,
like,
no.
In memoriam, he's alive.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I
Oh
didn't
God, how awkward is it when people are forgotten in the
in
in
memoriam.
I mean, this specifically
You
for
had one job.
one job.
So all you have to really do is Google
Yeah.
famous people who died.
And like the ones that
The
they
list will be there.
Yeah, they always have like the very obscure ones on the list that you're like, who was that dude?
Right.
Like maybe my mom or dad knows who it is.
Right.
And then the ones they forget, it's
Or
like,
like-
whoa, that was someone I knew.
Or they'll be like, famous Hollywood manager.
yes.
Like nobody knows
Gives
who that
a
is. You
shit.
industry nut.
Yes.
But then they're like, yeah, like some famous actor.
Yeah.
It's just dead.
And then the family comes out and it's like that's the news the next morning that they're up in arms,
Yeah.
that like how disrespectful for them
Yeah.
not to be included. It's like
Yeah.
always a thing.
I love that you're finding out that
Yeah?
show business awards have no integrity.
It hurts my heart.
It does?
It does.
Because this has been something this is like your sports, but it's not real sports.
It is. I have friends come over on a Sunday night whenever there's an award show to watch the show, to get excited, to drink, to watch the carpet,
Right.
to freak out who's over going to win. And then it's like, I don't know, it's fakey now. I don't like it.
I just love seeing this stuff happen. It's my favorite.
To me?
To you, to people like you.
Oh,
Because you all think you're so smart, right? And you go like
I
this.
do not.
You okay. I was grouping you in with. That was unfair of me.
Yeah.
You've never thought that.
No.
But you go like, this wrestling stuff is fake, right? Anyway, let's turn on this award show. I'm like, cool, yeah. Enjoy your real award show.
Yeah,
I guess
dude.
this.
That's like me to a T.
100%.
I mean, I've always known wrestling is fake. And then this? How could you do this to me, industry?
But guess what?
What?
Wrestling
Yeah?
never pretended to be anything it wasn't.
You're right. You're right.
Guess what? Guess what does pretend to be?
Yeah.
Sexiest man.
Yeah.
Because you're not telling me the person who asked to be the sexiest man.
Yeah, and also, like, I'm sure Patrick Dempsey like watches Satisfying Podcast. I'm sure he's a huge
And that's
fan.
our bad. I apologize.
We love you.
apologize. If you want to come on
I mean,
and be a guest on the show.
yeah. If you want,
I don't know if we can have that much sex in here.
If you want to plead your case,
Right.
for why you should
Maybe
be
we're
on the cover.
wrong.
Yeah.
We're not saying we're sexier. We're saying Pedro Pascal is.
Oh,
And I dare you to argue that.
do you ever use that accent in the bedroom? I mean, you're really good at it.
You think so?
Yeah, and I used to date someone who was Colombian.
Ooh. And you think
You do it like really well. It
Thank
sounds like you're from there,
Thank you.
not Colombia, but somewhere where they
South
have.
America.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
One more time.
South America?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And you probably I was over there not doing the accent at all. So you're
Right.
like, he can't do it for shit.
Right.
And I busted out.
Yeah.
I like keeping my tricks hidden.
Right. Yeah.
It's good.
I like that.
It's a good thing.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
You are?
I mean, in a good way.
Right. You know who
Like-
should be the sexiest man?
Who?
Not him.
Oh yes. Oh, I forgot about my guy. Also, another thing that I just found out about. I send Sam this guy. I sent one of the videos. He comes up in my feed. I send it to you, and I was so disappointed. I was waiting for you to be like, "This is the funniest shit I've ever seen," and you write back, "I love this guy. Like you've been on the bandwagon. What's his name?
Wackson 22.
Wackson 22 bandwagon forever.
I love Wackson 22.
I love him because he's obviously funny. We're sort of laughing at him.
Not me.
No, I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of laughing at him, sort of laughing with him. And when it comes down to it, he's harmless. And like he's really cute. He makes you chuckle and he is trying to spread joy. Like I feel like he's
100% trying to spread
He's
joy.
trying to spread positivity and we need that right now.
Yeah, this is like, I'm not big into TikTokers.
Yes.
Like, I don't really care.
I love this motherfucker.
Like, I don't even really watch TikTok for content. I just have it to post clips and stuff on.
Okay. I mean, there's some good stuff on there.
Well, yeah, you send me good TikToks.
Okay,
You
good.
do send me good. I like the TikToks that you send
you.
me. But then this guy, for some reason, just popped up on my TikTok. And he's like one of the only like people.
Do you follow him?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
is his name Wackson, or is
Wackson
that like
22?
Or okay, but is it possibly like his name's like William Jackson, and then
Jackson
he named himself?
Depew. It says his name.
Oh,
but
it says Jackson.
Wackson _22. We
Okay,
go by
Wackson.
screen names here.
Okay.
My parents aren't home, so you know what that means. I can boogie in the house with no repercussions and no one's screaming at me. Ooh, I'm such a bad boy. I'm
Such a bad boy.
Bad boy.
He is a bad boy.
Oh,
Yo, woke up, took a shower.
That was it.
and
That's
always
the whole thing.
talking about his drip. And if you're feeling like down, don't worry, you're gonna be okay. And the laugh at the end that he does, I'm not a fan of that laugh, but you are. That's a good one right there.
The one that my-
first one that you're, yes, yep, that's a good one.
Oh, what up, guys?
Yep.
Look at the drip today. The drip nuts. Gee whiz. Gee willikers, Batman. Is that drip?
Oh.
This is what it looks like if I walk up on your girl right now.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Yo, you trying to do something or what?
Come on. Who's cooler than that?
No one. He
I've
should
never
be on the
seen
cover.
anybody that cool.
You should be on the cover.
Wackson 22 rules. Like
I'm-
he's just radiating confident. This is what
Yeah.
happens when it looked at if I walked up on your girl and I'm looking at him
and he would get the girl.
100% and I go, you know what? You win this round.
Yeah.
You win this
Yeah,
round.
I agree.
I'll be back when I can figure out my drip a little better, but
Yeah, man, he's got an unbelievable confidence. I didn't really think about it like that. He thinks that he is the shit, and guess what? He is.
he is.
Oh my goodness. The
Oh, yeah.
drip today is absolutely immaculate.
Immaculate.
I cannot even contain my swag this morning.
Oh.
Hold on, let me hit my jig real quick.
Oh.
Get too far. What y'all know about it though? You ain't know nothing.
Oh, there's the
Oh my
laugh. Oh, the laugh. I just love him.
What you know about that though? Y'all don't know nothing.
Oh my God. And also the hair. Where does he live? He looks like he lives out in the boonies.
Yeah,
also.
probably like West Virginia or something.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Just got home from work.
Okay.
I wonder what he does for a living.
Carhartt. Too crazy with it. Take me to jail.
And also just like, it really is this great message that you can be confident
Yes.
about just about anything.
100%.
And it'll work. Like,
Yeah.
those are the things that he listed are not things that generally you see
No.
people getting super swaggy about.
Oh, he loves to say super swaggy.
Well, he is super
He
swaggy.
is. Also, until you just said, I wonder what he does for work, and until I just heard him say, I just got home from work, I was sure he was like a high school kid.
You thought he was a child.
How old is he? Is he 22?
Well, maybe he was 22 when he first started.
Whoa, I was convinced he was like a kid.
Yeah.
I love
Let me
him.
do a quick flex real quick.
Oh, he is.
Okay, we've seen that one.
I love him.
These are great.
I just love him, man. I just want him. I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be more.
Hey, yo, shout out this tree, dude.
Okay.
Shout out all these trees. They be giving me so much oxygen so I can breathe and keep being an absolute boss queen.
He's hugging it. No, honestly though, but like this is the lease on life I need. He is honestly, this is the epitome of gratitude.
Because this is a boss queen right here.
Boss queen. Shout out for giving me oxygen.
Shout out to this tree right here for giving me oxygen.
But he's not wrong.
He's not wrong, because that's how we get oxygen.
It's fucking amazing.
And I dare you to try to breathe without it.
No. I'm
You'll
gonna
be
hug
dead.
it so it feels my love.
You'll be dead.
dead as a doornail. Check my swag.
You'll be dead as a doornail. Oh, there
Start
he
to
is.
make
kiss-
out.
Straight from the source, baby.
Oh, he's so swaggy.
I want him in my life.
Why is there so many bugs out here?
I don't know.
I know it's summer, but why are you out here? I'm like, don't sting me.
Oh.
No. Don't fill me full of your poison, please. No.
And like
Please, no.
But it goes to show you if you're your authentic self.
Yeah.
People love you whether they're making fun or not. Like they love this. He's got almost 1 million followers.
And it's also amazing because it's like you go, well, I don't know if now's the time to make a TikTok because I don't have anything to say.
but he
He doesn't let that stop him.
doesn't matter. He'll talk about the shingles behind him on the house.
I like to say I appreciate these shingles.
They give me a place to live. They are swaggy.
Protect me from the rain.
Love it. I never want him to leave me.
No.
And again, I'm disappointed that you knew about him before me.
Oh yeah,
Per
yeah,
usual.
yep. I was on.
You're
I
on
was
the
on
pulse.
Wackson. I mean, it's the only thing good about TikTok.
Yeah, is Wackson.
Hey, ladies.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm like a rake.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll never leave you stranded. Yo! Freaking, it's a freaking caterpillar.
Oh, God.
Where did he come from? That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That is
Again,
crazy.
appreciative of
That's
the-
just to be outside and like think that like, oh, I got my joke off.
Yeah.
But then also there's a caterpillar right there.
Caterpillar. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to can we contact him? I need to talk to him.
I think he's incredible.
Do you think anyone's interviewed him yet?
I don't know.
I want him to come on
Satisfying?
And I want him
Put him on the satisfying screen?
Yeah, can we do that? Can we like zoom him?
The Satistron?
Is that a thing?
Now?
We made it a
The
thing.
Satistron.
The Satistron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get you up on the Satistron.
Wackson.
Right.
And I just want to, and I want him. He can't vary from that. He has to be like that the whole time.
How else would he be?
You're right.
And like just really like compliment him like on his drip.
And his swag.
No matter what he's wearing,
What if he tries to roll up on your wife?
it is what it is.
Right.
That's his then.
Right.
Right?
He earned it.
He earned it. I mean, I want her to have a happy life.
Right.
Right?
Happy wife, happy life.
That's it. That's it. And if it means she runs away with this just pillar of sexuality, I don't know what to tell you. He's a pillar of sexuality.
Yes. That's the perfect way to describe him. Sorry.
Look at him in his crew neck.
Oh yeah.
Fit check.
Fit check,
Long
baby.
sleeve on.
Mm-hmm.
Wrangler pants. Carhartt boots. You can't mess with me. I'm the best there ever was. Best that ever gonna do it. The best that your mom's ever had.
Oh,
He pulled out a Joe Mama.
Oh,
Shit.
best that your mom's ever had.
Wow. That is the way to do life.
So good.
Do it like Wackson, and you're good to go.
So good.
We could all learn a little something from Wackson 22.
I think so.
Right?
I just had to live life.
Yeah. Just be.
Look at me.
I can't even make my voice go that high.
Oh yeah, you have to.
I can't.
I mean, it just must be so great. Like you wake up
Yeah.
and you don't worry
Right.
about all the stressors of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just appreciate like, look at me, I got this American Giant hoodie on. The drip
Right.
is so fresh.
And Wrangler jeans.
Wrangler jeans.
Who has Wrangler jeans?
I don't know. That's not cool at all.
No, who cares?
No.
They're dripped to him.
Like it's just jeans.
It's just jeans.
It's not that it's not cool
Yeah.
specifically, but it's like so there.
Like I feel like when Wrangler was cool, it was when people called jeans dungarees.
Dungarees.
Right?
Look at my dungarees. So fresh, so drippy. Love him.
Thank you so much for bringing him.
Wow,
my
you
life.
brought him.
I guess I did.
You brought
But
him.
you brought him in.
But isn't it nice for you to know that like you'll see that and go like, oh, let me send this to Sam. Maybe we'll like, bring it up when we're doing the show or whatever. And I'm going like, I've just been watching this gentleman for pleasure for months.
I mean, I've been done knowing about him.
Like this is just what I do.
Yeah.
When I'm in my time, I'm just like, this is the content I enjoy.
So 2000 and late, Nicole. Come on.
So 2008. I love it.
I love you.
I love it.
I just do. I love you, Wackson. I love you, Sam.
There's just so much love
much.
in the air. That's why it's all so satisfying. We appreciate all of you that are hitting the subscribe button on this channel. They're hitting like on the video. That are dropping comments, interacting with us every single week.
Feeling our drip.
Feeling our drip.
Swag.
Feeling our swag. Feeling so fresh. Keep doing all that. Keep spreading the gospel. Follow us on all social media. And I don't know, Nicole, is there anything else?
No, just love you. Mean it.
Mean it. We'll see you guys later.
Wackson. He just gets better and better.